everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be solving question number 6 from chapter 3. So this is a question. It says that write a program that checks whether a given number is prime. The user inputs a number and the program prints prime if it is prime and not prime otherwise. So we will be getting an input from a user, so I imported the scanner class and I made use of the scanner. So I'm going to prompt the user to enter a number. So I'm done. So I'm going to store this number in a variable of integer type, so int. Going to be an integer. Now we are done with the first part. The second part is we have to determine whether the number is prime or not, and we can do that by using method, or let me say a variable type that is boolean, which has only two output, that is either true or false. So let me use boolean and it should be prime number. So let me set the initial value to be true, but we are just assuming that the first number is true. Now let's use the if statement to check whether the number it is prime or not. So if the number being entered is less than or equal to 1, then this number is not prime number. So I'm going to set this prime number to be false. Because any number that is less than 1 is not a prime number. What is the second condition? So let me use else. With this one, we're checking for the numbers greater than 2, because 2 is the only even and prime number. So we're checking for numbers that are greater than 2. So we have to use a loop, okay? And I'm going to use a for loop. So for int I, so it's going to be numbers that are greater than 2. So the initial value should be 2, and while let's say that number is less than or equal to the, so I have to import the or use a function that is math the square root of that number being entered, and we add 1 to that number. So let's increment over something here. It's supposed to be I. Okay, that's it. So this is the second part. Okay, so this is the second part, and let me use if the number being entered is divisible by this number, so it should give us 0. Then this number also is not prime, so its prime should be false. And let's break the loop. So we are done with the second part, and the third part, I'm going to use another if statement so that we can print to the user if the number is prime. So if the number is prime, we have to print out to the user that is prime, else it's not prime. So not prime. So I think that's all. So what this code is saying is that for numbers greater than 2, because the initial value is 2, you have to know if that number is divisible by any integer from 2 to the square root of that number. So if that number is being divisible by any numbers between 2 and the square root of that number, then it's not a prime number. So you see, if that number is divisible by this I, it should give us 0, then it's not a prime number. So this is the code. So let me run it and see. Enter a number. So we know that 3 is a prime number. Now we start with 1, because 1 is not a prime number. See, not prime. Let's use 2, because 2 is even and prime at the same time, but it should be prime. So 2. See, 2 is a prime number. Then let's use 3. 3 is also a prime number. So let's use even numbers. 6. 6 not prime. Why? Yeah, 6 is not a prime number. Pardon me, 6 is not a prime number. It's an even number. So let me use 9. 9 also is not a prime number. Not prime. So the code is working perfectly. This part is very confusing. Okay. So this is the code. And don't forget to change the name of the class, okay? Because I'm just using one class to solve all the questions. I don't want to be opening new files and stuff like that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.